that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. Jeep. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got calling your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4s hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking.
The NFL is on EA Sports as we bring you a look inside Highmark Stadium here at Orchard Park, New York. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Washington Commanders and the Buffalo Bills. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Allen going to go to the air right away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. The Bills at 6-3 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. Now Allen again. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he's got a man, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here comes Harris out of the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Second down, another run with Taylor. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be 3rd.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their 3rd down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And the defense, they get to Howell. He'll go down here. Gregory Rousseau. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right? Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move, but oftentimes just use a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Yeah, almost, but not quite. Needed 10, he got 9. 4th down. Trying to punch it in with Taylor. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there. Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 55 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there. And if you're wondering how fast he was going, next-gen stats clocked him at close to trip. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. CD, that's the second time this half they put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them. They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, and looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball. No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion comes the tight end left. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone. Now Allen. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Allen going to keep it again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Bills are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
This offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Micah Hyde. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Another big play here as they strike for 31.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Again, it's Taylor. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
but this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right. Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory, look, I'm all for being...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chase Young able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox as the first half is winding down. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 42-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They run once more with Taylor. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away.
And look at this, another fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Play action. Now it's Allen. That is complete downfield to Knox. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Now it's Hines. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills just continue to roll. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on boost. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Tressway now. as he's on to punt for Washington. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the... Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They run with Hines. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Right back to him on 1st down. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Cook. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Cook. Diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Washington on 3rd down. A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the 1st. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Hines. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They run again with Hines. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Bass is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover and downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Howell to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On first down, Howell. And this one is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And the Commanders come up with a late turnover. If it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now official.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my balls on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin'.